What's up, everybody? Big Will, K-Pop for life, coming back at you. And today, we're going to discuss a few tidbits of news here and there. I don't have time to edit this video in depth, so you're probably not going to see. It's just going to be me. It's just going to be me. Let's be real. It's just going to be me yammering. So I'm sure if you're not aware, AOA has announced that all of them, except one, will be re-signing with FNC Entertainment, which is weird, because there was all those rumors floating around about how they would not be re-signing. And I kind of feel like it's a bullshit move because a lot of them have their own projects and stuff going on the side, especially Seo Hyun and Jimin. And I almost think I think a lot of times they do this because it sort of, as the AOA brand, it keeps them relevant, but they don't want to put any money into it. I don't know. We'll see if they have a comeback. But the big news of the whole thing is that Mina has decided not to renew her contract. So now they're down Choa and Mina, and they're 5-member groups. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do, because in this humble reporter's opinion, which I'm not supposed to give, but in this humble reporter's opinion that I'm not supposed to give, AOA died the day Choa left. I'm just gonna say that AOA died the day Choa left. It's not the same. It never will be. I miss you, Choa. Please come back. I don't care if it's solo. Just come back. Just do something, okay? I haven't even just make a scandal. Just be in the news at some point, okay? Because like I'm just tired of all the same old pictures cycling through my Instagram. Nobody has any new ones of you. And then let's see what else happened. No, hold on. Let's not see what else happened. Let's discuss this a little further. So AOA is like the quintessential example of a fantastic second-generation girl group, and yet another example of one of them either falling apart or being dismantled, either from within, because if you believe some of the rumors from before, there's a lot of drama between some of the members, or just because, that 7-year curse. Either way, it kind of sucks, because there really aren't many second-gen girl groups left that are still complete. In fact, the only one I can think of off the top of my head that hasn't, even EXID, just, I think they're switching labels or something. They're probably going to pull a beast and turn into a highlight. EXID's exiting the stage left there. So nobody really knows what they're going to do. I'm curious to see. I feel like if they can get to a better label or get out from under the thumb of the label they're under now, maybe they'll be a little better off. But I mean, just side rant, because I didn't really have anything planned for this aside from the first story there. Isn't it amazing how much sway the record label has over a group? I mean, think of it. If you're watching this, you're a K-pop fan, right? You're not a Blackpink and BTS fan. You're a legit K-pop fan. Like, all of it. And that doesn't mean you don't like BTS or Blackpink. That just means that you've gone beyond that. And you probably have delved deeper into the world of K-pop, and you understand more of the nuances and subtleties and the underlying things, the way that things work. And it is, there's the whole big three privilege that people hear about all the time. Between the big three record labels. If you're new, that would be JYP, YG, and SM Entertainment. And there are so many good groups from smaller labels and medium-sized labels, right? Starship, Happy Face, Jellyfish Entertainment, Fantigo, FNC. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. There's just probably 100 of them plus. And there's so many good groups from these smaller labels that just do not get play. They're not popular. There's a couple of them that blow up, and they catch that viral hit, like a la Momoland with Boom Boom. But for the most part, they tend to be moderate successes. They're still getting a couple million views, maybe up to like 10 million on a more popular song over time. But record sales, all that kind of stuff, it's never really as high as the bigger groups, because the marketing machine's not there, the money's not there, and a lot of the quote unquote favoritism you see on certain shows and stuff like that over in Korea also is not there. So it is amazing to me how some groups, they bust their ass and they just falling apart. That's what happens. Like, they fall apart because they put everything they have into it, or they're not backed by their record label, and it's like, fuck it. I mean, that's kind of what happens. They overworked, underpaid. I mean, fuck. Cosmic Girls said, like, last year it was, Cosmic Girls said in all the time that they've been, they dropped the Cosmic Girls thing kind of, and they're WJSN now for the new people. They said they haven't collected a paycheck yet. They haven't. They've been debuted for like 3, almost 4 years, I think. No paycheck. So they living off the socialist hog essentially, getting everything paid for by them. But I mean, that's crazy to me. Like, that's crazy to me, and that happens all the time. That's not an isolated thing. It is crazy to me how much sway or lack thereof a particular record label and being a part of it has or does not have in the career of somebody. And to me, it's kind of like sometimes like, why even bother? You see certain groups like they tend to, I call them the Leisha effect, right? They get the Leisha package. Right, they all look the same. They get the weird nose with the high bridge and a little bit too much plastic surgery where it's really obvious that they got it versus, subtle changes to where it looks natural. I got nothing wrong with plastic surgery. Don't freak out in the comments, but let's be real. They obviously got plastic surgery. So these smaller labels, so they'll get the plastic, they'll get the Leisha package, right? And then it's like they immediately jump to like the overly sexy, borderline slutty concept. And it's almost like they lose a little bit of credibility. So like they appeal to like a male audience, but that desperately needed in K-pop female audience just isn't there for them. And they never blow up. But you see those kind of groups pop up and then disappear overnight all the time. And you're wondering like, who's putting them together? Like, what are these little podunk ass record labels even wasting the time and the money for? They've never been proven to really take off. There's a couple groups that somewhat had moderate success, maybe a Stellar, but I mean, even look how that ended. That was just a fucking nightmare for them. So yeah, that was a fun rant. That kind of went off into nowhere, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'm curious, what's gonna happen with AOA, and really a lot of the other groups that I really love, because they're all part of smaller labels. Wiki Miki, Gugadon, Cosmic Girls, what's her name? Gosh damn it. My brain is fried today. Too much work, y'all. Like 10 hours. Anyway, the smaller groups, the medium-sized groups that I love, you always feel like they're at risk, right? Like Twice, they're always going to be there, right? They're always going to be there. They get paid. They out there making money. Everything they drop, good or awful, is always a hit for some inexplicable reason. So, but then you got all these smaller groups that they put out good ass music, and it gets overlooked. And then it's got to be frustrating from their perspective and from the record label perspective, because some of these groups are big. And I get that it's expensive. You have to house, feed, clothe, train, etc. 13 women. That's a lot of money. So, I understand from a record label perspective that kind of gets expensive too. And it's just crazy to me. Like, I think at this point, man, the whole system may need to be, I wouldn't say turned upside down, because what it produces is usually high quality, but the system needs to be retrofitted and updated a little bit. It seems a little bit exploitive of especially smaller groups that aren't going to be able to make the money back. I think Stellar claimed that they also, I think, barely made 10 grand in like 7 years or something like that. So that's just crazy to me. If that's true, that's crazy. But I don't know. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, hit the like button. Try to meet the 500 likes on this video so we can trigger the YouTube algorithm and get this thing bumped up in the rankings or whatever, because I needs to grow, okay? Your boy needs to grow. I'm tired of being stagnant. And as always, keep on popping, K-Poppers. Remember, it's not a trend. It's a lifestyle. Deuces.